Hello and welcome to Hononegah Community High School here in Rockton, Illinois. I'm Zach Larson, joined by Tamir Bell. We've got a fantastic matchup in store for you tonight. The Hononegah Indians hosting the Boylan Titans. Tamir, a tremendous game on tap. Boylan coming off 3 straight wins, part of their 24-4 campaign. They're 14-2 in the conference. Tell us a little bit about what is going to be the key if they're going to snag a victory tonight.
Well, I think most importantly, Boylan needs to defend the three-point line well tonight. 6 Hononegah players have over 20 made three-pointers this season, and so Boylan needs to play well and play together. Hononegah, there's no holes in Hononegah's team, and so Boylan just needs to play together.
Absolutely. And on the other side for Hononegah, an impressive 25-3 start to their season, nearing an end here. 16 wins in the conference. They have yet to be defeated. They won against Freeport, Dixon, and Auburn, all on the road the last 3 games. So they'll be looking forward to some support from the home crowd tonight. How are they going to hold off this impressive Titans team?
Well, when I spoke to their coach earlier today, he told me that they're not going to change their game. They're 16-0 for a reason, and so they're going to go out and play Hononegah Indian basketball. I think most importantly, though, they need to box out and rebound because Boylan has over 12.5 offensive rebounds this season per game, and so they can't get out-hustled with second-chance points.
So both teams finishing their pregame huddle, getting ready to tip this one off. Head coach for the Hononegah Indians is Jason Bronke. On the other side for Boylan, Aaron Westland leads the staff.
Aaron was under Coach Darrell Watkins at Rock Valley College last season as his assistant.
Rockford known for a lot of talent on the girls basketball side, women's basketball when they get to college, and I'm really excited to see this matchup between 2 great teams tonight. Here's the tip, and it is controlled by Boylan. They'll pass it around, look to make the opening basket. Ball's on the wing. Trying to get the ball inside against this Hononegah zone defense. Here's a 3 from the corner. It's airballed long. Maya Rose missed that one, but offensive rebounded by Boylan. That one from 3 is short again. Hononegah now the other way with it. A couple of Indians pass it back and forth across the top. Neifelt takes the 3. She's short. Rebounded by the Titans. They'll look to run. Rose has it on the wing. Loses the dribble, but a fellow Titan is there to pull it in. Titans still maintain possession. Vitalber dribbles to the right side, feeds it into the post, and Esparza finds a teammate, Kaylee Harder, who lays it in. Hononegah out quickly with it. That layup is off the side of the backboard, no basket. Boylan has it again, leading 2-0. That Hononegah zone defense, famous in these parts for applying a lot of pressure. Boylan gets it inside. Esparza passes it back out to the wing. Harder to Petalber. Inside to Rose, who is called for the travel. That's a turnover. The Titans also in a zone on the other side. Hononegah enters it in. Another turnover for the Indians. Rose has it on the fast break. She misses her layup. Hononegah going the other way. Neifelt on the floor, helping Hononegah maintain possession. That ball is stolen again. 3 straight turnovers, but then Rose not able to hold her feet. She's called for the travel. It'll be an out of bounds underneath the basket for Hononegah.
Looked like she almost got pushed there.
Now Hononegah will take it in, out of bounds. Looking for an open teammate. She does get it in. Here's Abney at the top. Finds Johnston. They're being patient, don't want to turn it over again. And another turnover. So, Tamir, what do you think Hononegah has to do to maintain possession, finally put the ball in the basket?
Well, I think they need to move the ball a little bit better than they have been in these last couple possessions. So we'll see what they do.
All right, here's a three from the corner. It's no good. Off of the Titans. That was Esparza fighting for the rebound. Breasia Carter in the middle, sets the screen. Now another three from the wing, no good. Rebounded by Boylan's Rose. Now Schmidt has it in the middle, wing. Pitalber finds it to the middle again. Schmidt takes a turnaround jumper, no good. Pulled in by Hononegah. Here's Carter for three, off the backboard, no good, but the rebound by Hononegah. They'll have another chance here. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter, just getting started at this one. A bit of a slow pace for the scoring so far. And here is our first foul of the evening. Kaylee Harder reached in on that one. Gracie Rose checking into the game. She's a senior, or a sophomore, excuse me. So the first player off the bench as Hononegah tries to crack the scoreboard. This one off the top corner of the scoreboard. Boylan headed the other way. Schmidt takes a Euro step, misses the layup. Carter pulls in the rebound. Here come the Indians the other way. Left-handed Carter looks for a teammate. Finds Johnston on the wing. Abney looks to the middle. Pass inside. Great pass. Good patience underneath, but the layup is missed. And Boylan gets it back. Schmidt to the corner. Here's Gracie Rose. Finds Pitalber. Neither team has been real aggressive driving to the basket. Here's a three, is no good. Pulled in just in front of the free throw line. That one's no good as well. Tamir, when you've got a slow shooting night, what do you think you can do to right the ship a little bit and start seeing the ball go through the basket?
I think they need to start to run their plays more efficiently. They're throwing the ball around, panicking. I think they need to slow down just a little bit on both ends. So we'll see.
Always important when you're facing a zone defense to get the ball to the middle like they just did there, but Carter wasn't strong with their pass and it got picked off.
I think one thing that they're not doing is attacking the gaps. Foul on the floor.
Absolutely. So they have passed the ball around quite a bit, but like you said, driving into those gaps is really, what's going to apply pressure on the defense. Right now, both defensive teams have just been able to kind of plant their feet without any real threat. Marinero checking into the game now for the Titans. She receives the inbound. Pitalber gets it back in the corner. Pitalber looking inside. Our teammate's not open.
Good ball movement.
Esparza was working hard to try to get open on the block. Here she is. Now here's the pass inside. It looked like she was going to take the three-pointer. At the last moment, saw Esparza open under the net, but Esparza was waiting for the rebound. Here's Abney to Johnston. Victoria Santos checked into the game as well for the Indians, and there's the first basket for Hononegah. Mid-range jumper from Neufeld. A little bit of extended pressure now for Hononegah, bringing that 1-2-2 zone, and it pays off. Santos with the interception. She jump stops in transition. Finds Johnston on the opposite wing. Now receives the pass, has a teammate open in the corner. Neufeld for three. That one's down and good for a 5-2 Hononegah lead. Tamir that time, excellent ball movement. They were able to break the pressure and find a teammate for an open three.
What I see here is they're moving now. I think that the pregame jitters are gone, and they're in the groove now. Hononegah is looking to apply pressure here on defense.
Well, you bring up a good point about the pregame jitters as Esparza finds a basket, 5-4 Indians. But as you were saying, the pregame jitters, this is a really big game in the NIC-10, right? Two of the best teams. Both of these teams, are sure to make deep playoff runs. And so, when you face off against the other giant in your conference, it's always a good matchup. But some players might get a little tight to start it off. Hononegah looking for an opening. Santos drives in with the right hand, dribbles across. Now a nice left-handed drive, a runner off 1 foot. It's no good from Neufeld.
Wonder if their coach has a headset, man. They took my advice by attacking the basket, attacking the gaps.
And now we've got a foul. That one's on Neufeld. Neufeld, the junior, reached in. Some more pressure from the Indians. It looked like after that slow start, they started to turn up the pressure a little bit. Got them some momentum.
And this has to be their both teams' lowest scoring quarter of this whole season. 42 seconds left in the first. 5-4, Hononegah's up.
Danny Franz checks into the game for the Indians. Mila Pearson in there as well, defending Esparza in the post. Nice drive from Maggie Schmidt, the senior guard. She puts it in for another Titans lead. Clock running down here in quarter number 1. Like you mentioned, a slow start to this one. Both teams starting to find their groove a little bit. Hononegah will likely hold for the final shot of the quarter. We'll see if they run a set play with just 8 seconds. Now 7. Ball goes inside. Santos for 3. She's off. No good. So both teams will head back to their bench at the end of the first quarter. And that'll bring us a reminder that tonight's game is presented by Screw City CrossFit. Check in at screwcitycrossfit.com for your free one-on-one consultation with a coach. Again, visit screwcitycrossfit.com. So, Tamir, tell me about what you saw out there in the first quarter.
Well, I saw both teams come out of their shell. And I think that Boylan's coach right now is drawing something up for hopefully their offensive side, which has been pretty messy. I think they need to run their sets a lot better, attack the basket, use their big woman down low, Lily, where I don't know what she averages, but she's dangerous down low.
Yeah, she averages 13.5 points a game. We haven't seen her explode just yet, but it's clear to see that she's the most dominant physical player on the floor, and Hononegah is going to have a handful if they continue to get it down low. They've looked there a few times, but really if they move the ball around a little bit more, open up that middle for her, it seems that Maggie Schmidt does a great job being open around the free throw line for a little bit of a high-low action, and that's difficult to defend for any team, especially if you have two offensive players that are as talented as they are. So we'll head into the second quarter, just 6-5 so far in this one. 2 fouls on the Indians, 1 foul on the Titans. Both teams have all 5 timeouts remaining, and Hononegah inbounds the basketball. We'll see what the coach drew up in the huddle. Looks like they're running a set play. Always difficult against the zone. You've got to make sure that you're screening the area, not necessarily picking, or excuse me, make sure you're screening a player, not just the area, like you would in man-to-man defense. Here's a 3 from the left side. That one's good for Jordan Johnston. Hononegah takes an 8-6 lead. Extended pressure again here for the Indians. Petalber, a cross-court pass, goes to the corner. Now back up to Petalber. That one to Rose on the wing.
Good ball movement here.
Knocked away, and a little bit of contact there. Hope everybody's all right. A little collision between Kaylee Harder and Allison Neufeld. but it looks like both players are all right. Long inbound pass. He's completed. There they find Schmidt inside. Esparza was wide open under the net, but Schmidt called for the double dribble. And Tamir, we've talked about it on our way in. What a beautiful facility they've got here at Hononegah. One of the nicest in the entire area.
Absolutely. From our view here, we can see their weight room facilities, which is beautiful.
And
glass windows, upstairs.
This one gets inside to Breasia Carter. The senior knocks in the mid-range jumper to extend the lead to 4. We did cover the Boylan Hononegah football game here in the fall. That was a whole lot of fun, a great matchup there as well. This one bounces around and in. Elena Petalber knocks it in from 3. But anytime these two teams match up, it's a tremendous game for sure. This is a deep 3 off the mark for Cameron Abney, and Boylan has it. Looking inside now to Esparza. She finds a teammate open. Still moving around. Schmidt drives the right baseline. That pass to Esparza is tipped and picked off by Carter. A pull-up 3 in transition is no good for the left-handed Carter. Fights for the rebound, pulls it in. Good hustle here for Boylan. 2 players on the floor. And we'll see what the call is here. Timeout Boylan. So, you know, a mark of a great program. One of the marks of a great program is players who are willing to dive on the floor, hustle, sacrifice the body a little bit. Both teams have shown us that tonight. So it's 10-9 here at Hononegah. Indians lead the Titans. This timeout will give you an opportunity to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Screw City CrossFit. Make sure to check out screwcitycrossfit.com to schedule your one-on-one consultation with a coach today. screwcitycrossfit.com. So, Tamir, did you stay warm out there today? Negative temperatures waking up this morning?
Well, I stayed warm by staying inside. So,
right.
Finished some work that I had on my computer at home.
That's always ideal. It was so cold, my garage door opener froze. The battery froze, so I couldn't get into my house at lunchtime until I warmed it up with the with a heater. But that's all right. We made it all right. So Boylan facing some pressure, gets it inside to Esparza, and it's clear Hononegah is really focusing on her on defense. Here's a 3 from the corner, and it's good. All kinds of pressure in the face of, that's number, is it number 10? Marinero. A little bit difficult to read her jersey from this far away.
Nice ball movement there by Boylan to get that 3-point shot.
Absolutely, and a great job by Esparza down low to make sure she didn't panic when she was doubled. Found the open teammate for a basket. Here's a 3 from the corner again. That one's no good. Rebounded by Hononegah. And they'll look for something in transition. That pass deflected out of bounds. And it'll stay Indian basketball. Tamir, you're a coach over at Jefferson High School at the freshman level. When you're running a sideline out of bounds play, do you have a favorite play or action to try to get a score?
Well, yeah, we call it 4 cross. A couple of screens, guys popping, one cutting to the basket for the lob. It actually worked versus Boylan earlier this week, where we beat them by 1 point at the freshman level.
Always an exciting game. And this one's stolen by Carter. She drives in, finds a teammate on the wing. Good left-handed drive. Carter has it underneath the basket. And they'll settle things down as the clock ticks near 4 minutes. Carter staying near that free throw line. She's there for nearly an offensive rebound.
Good hustle.
Yep, Boylan gets it. Carter, though, is in the right spot. That one looks like it was tipped, blocked out of bounds. So Hononegah will retain possession. Maggie Schmidt checking back into the game. Boylan in their 2-3 zone. Hononegah has Cameron Abney pop open for the basket to tie this one up. Batalber dribbles across, finds Schmidt inside to Esparza. Esparza steps on the baseline, out of bounds. And Hononegah will head the other way. So we saw a few turnovers from Hononegah to start this game off. Boylan now in a little bit of a rut, trying to find a way to get an open shot. This one from the wing is no good, short. And now Boylan out in transition. A nice left-handed layup from Kaylee Harder, the junior. She knocks it in to give the Titans another lead. She's got 4 points tonight. Hononegah moving the ball around. Like you mentioned, they really need to start attacking those gaps.
Giving Boylan time to rest here on defense.
Yeah. Passing it around again. Just over 2.5 minutes left.
Carter.
The three from Carter is good. A line drive. She nailed it. And now anytime you get a shot like that, it gives the defense energy to get up and in you and maybe force a risky pass just like that one. But Boylan does clear the timeline. Batalber tries to go inside, and that's going to be an over and back violation. Schmidt was the last person to touch it, and she had to pick it up.
Fans yelling it was tipped.
I think from our perspective, it kind of looked like the right call. They might see it a little differently if you're wearing purple or green tonight. Here come the Indians again. Santos checked into the game once again. She played some high energy minutes to close out the first quarter. She's got a look, drives. Now here's the deep three off the backboard, no good from Abney. Boylan now just under 2 minutes left, but some pressure from Hononegah. A good screen at the top. Now things are settled down for the Titans. Schmidt looks inside. She knew exactly where she was going. Esparza is fouled. That one's no good. She nearly had an and one.
They're really playing hard defense on her tonight. They're double teaming her down low with Carter.
Well, they came in with a clear game plan. Clear game plan to try to slow down Esparza, who, as we mentioned, is averaging 13.5 a game. Misses her first free throw. Also the team's leading rebounder, nearly 10 rebounds a game. Here's her second free throw.
She ties it up. 15 apiece. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in the half.
Samir, the pace tonight hasn't been super fast up and down, but that does mean the clock can continue to roll. Not a lot of stoppages so far tonight. Just a few fouls on each side as Carter misses this one. Great rebound from Schmidt. Batalber has it. She's slowing things down. Now the ball into the corner. Esparza trying to get open. Had a little bit of a window, but they are double teaming her hard down in the post.
They are moving the defense, though.
Yeah, they're doing an excellent job here, Boylan. There's a three from the corner. Gianna Marinaro knocks that one in. Looks like sophomore wing.
Looks like ball movement would be key for Boylan tonight as they double team down low with Carter and Johnston.
This one from Santos is too long, no good. And now Esparza gets the outlet pass to Schmidt. She takes some contact and rolls it in for the and one. Great play there. Good outlet pass from Esparza. And great hustle down the floor. Easiest way to beat a zone defense is to not play against it at all. Get down the floor and get that transition layup. This free throw is no good from Schmidt, but a tie up underneath. It'll be a jump ball. Possession stays the same way for Boylan. Great hustle again. That's the way that they're going to win this game, right? They're looking to knock off Hononegah for the first time in this conference season. Up by 5 right now, nearly heading into halftime, but plays like that make all the difference. Pitalber with a 3 from the corner. That one's good, extending the lead to 8, the largest of the night for either side.
She has 6 points, 2 threes, 2 for 2 from downtown, heading into halftime.
Just under 10 seconds now. Hononegah trying to answer before the end of the half. They're going to have to get something going quickly. Carter passes it. The shot goes up, and it is no good from Danny Franz. So the Titans, with a big run here near the end of the second quarter, take a big lead into halftime, 23-15. Before we head into the halftime break, we'll remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Screw City CrossFit. Visit screwcitycrossfit.com to book your one-on-one consultation with a coach. That's screwcitycrossfit.com. So Tamir, give me your thoughts from the first half of action. It's been a fun one to watch so far.
Well, very good game. 8 points is not a big lead with these two teams as they're going back and forth through this half. From what I see, Boylan's trying to defend that three-point line. It's just hard when they're, pulling from 3 right in your face and knocking them down. And so Hononegah's good from behind the arc. Boylan, on the other hand, they have to figure out how to get Lily the ball down low as Hononegah's double teaming her. Sorry.
Yeah, and like we saw at the end of that first half, is they really did move the ball well. And even if Esparza wasn't wide open, clearly she's drawing the attention of the defense, and they've done a great job finding shooters on both sides of the ball. So we're going to step away for just a few moments, and we will return with all the second half action here on Clutch Sports Media. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Hononegah Community High School. Zach Larson alongside Tamir Bell with you. A great matchup between these Boylan Titans and Hononegah Indians. We're getting ready to start second half action. Hononegah will inbound the ball. Boylan had the last jump ball possession, so Hononegah trying to eat into this deficit a little bit as we begin the second half. Cross-court pass, now inside. Carter's open in the middle. Jab steps, finds a teammate. Boylan playing in that zone defense. A three-point basket. Great start to the second half for Danny Franz, pulling within 5. Hononegah in their 1-2-2 zone press.
They have not dribbled the basketball in 6 passes.
There we go. You just had to say something. We broke the streak a little bit. That's all right. But always impressive when a team is able to move the ball like that. Boylan's such a fundamentally sound team. They find Esparza in great position under the basket to open the scoring for the Titans in the second half. Hononegah feeds the ball to the free throw line, now back out to the wing. Starting to finally dribble the ball a little bit more into those gaps. I'm sure the coach had a conversation with them at halftime about that adjustment. Inside again to Carter, uses her offhand, the right-handed finish. Nice play underneath the basket. And now here comes that pressure again. Cameron Abney at the point, trying to force a few cross-court passes. Schmidt to Esparza. Now they'll kick it back out to Petalberg. Schmidt goes inside again, great pass. Esparza fouled. I don't know if that was from underneath or behind. We'll get the call from the referee. That foul on Jordan Johnston, number 3. So that'll send Esparza to the line. No good on her first one. She started her last trip to the free throw line with a miss. We'll see if she can put in the second. Esparza with 6 points after the made free throw and extending the Titans' lead to 6. Another 3 here from the corner for Franz, and she nails it. She missed that one to end the first half, but 2 quick makes to start the second. This one thrown out of bounds. So, Tamir, what makes it so difficult to play against this 1-2-2 zone press?
Well, no one is over pursuing that pass. They're just letting Boylan dribble, throw it through, and if they mess up, then they mess up. They are pressuring the ball. But those other 4 girls on the court, they're not really applying any pressure until the ball is in the air.
Hononegah not able to score on that trip down. He'll play defense. A 3 from Petalberg's no good. Battle for the rebound is scooped up by the Titans.
What it looks like is Hononegah is making them shoot. You're going to have to make the basket on us. And one right by Lily Esparza. She's dangerous down low.
A great offensive rebound. And, you know, we talked about one of the Hononegah keys early on tonight. They got to block out and rebound because Boylan, they're going to offensive rebound the ball, right? Just over 12.5 a game. They're nearing that number already tonight. And if they get second chance points, it's really going to be difficult to contend with Esparza down low. She extends the lead 29-23 as we enter the mid stages of the third quarter. Nice set play there. Gets Carter open underneath, but she misses the layup. Always difficult when you're a left-handed player entering under the right side of the basket. Wasn't able to finish that one.
Looks like the referee wasn't too sure about that call there.
Fans questioning what's going on.
Well, he said it. He pointed to Boylan, Boylan's way, and it turns out to be Hononegah's ball.
Well, I can't imagine how difficult it is to be a referee. You know, at such high speeds, this stuff goes on. And you got to look in 12 different places at once. So a lot of respect for what they're able to do.
Absolutely.
This pass is tipped, but pulled in. Now Hononegah gets another hand on it. Their zone defense causing a little bit of havoc for the Titans. Here's another shot from Friends. No good. That one's long. She'll get the pass off the offensive rebound. Harder pulls it in. She's fouled, makes the basket, and one. Great play by Hononegah to pull closer. Here's the free throw from Carter. It's good. Boylan passing it around again. They get the ball into the front court. Schmidt and Patalber at the top. Now Schmidt to the free throw line. That's where she likes to be. She's going to be called for a travel. And so Hononegah will take possession. Here come the Indians, trying to score on the zone defense of the Titans. Franz has it on the wing. Now the shot from Johnston from three. She makes it, ties this ball game up at 29.
Nice screen by Carter, who sets the screen on Rose for them to get the three off. Nice three.
This one to Schmidt near the three-point line. Now into Esparza. Passes back out to Patalber.
Hononegah's really moving here on defense now, applying the pressure.
They're doing a great job. And really, they have such a deep roster. You know, expending a lot of energy right now is great because you can pull somebody fresh right off the bench. And, you know, this ball game's tied up now. It's been working the last couple minutes for them. Carter with the screen. Here's Johnston. Picks up her dribble, passes to the right wing. A drive in from Needfelt. That one's going to go out of bounds, stays Hononegah basketball.
Great defense by Schmidt there to cut her off at the baseline, get the deflection. Ends up out of bounds, Hononegah basketball.
Here comes Harder replacing Bailey Westland. Hononegah just gets the ball in on the baseline out of bounds play. Abney waiting at the top. Carter from three. That one is banked in. What a shot. Don't know if she called that one, but it counts
bank is
either way.
Open. She took the lead with that shot. 32-29.
2.5 minutes left here in quarter number 3. This one has flown by. Very competitive game as we expected it to be. Esparza underneath, she's fouled. She's heading back to the free throw line. This will be her 4th trip of the night. So Tamir, we are in February already. Feels like this winter hasn't even really been a winter. It's been warm, so kind of sets your clock back a little bit. But that means it's nearly playoff time for both these teams. One more regular season game left. Each before the playoffs start. Boylan will take on Harlem on Thursday, and Hononegah will head to Jefferson. So Hononegah could clinch the conference with either a victory tonight or by beating Jefferson on Thursday. What do you think these teams are looking forward to as they enter into the playoff run?
To be competitive. I think both teams just want to be competitive, moving through the regionals and hopefully into sectionals, winning their respective three-point field goal.
That was Santos for 3, extending the Indians' lead.
She cut me off with that nice 3 to get a 5-point lead here. Let's see what Boylan does.
And both these teams in separate classes, Hononegah in 4A, Boylan in 3A. So unfortunately, we won't get to see another one of these matchups in the playoffs. But both these teams, I'm sure, will win a couple of games, and we'll see how far they can travel into the playoff picture. Here comes Hononegah with a 5-point lead. Carter with the excellent cut, finishes with the right hand to extend the lead to 7, their largest of the night. More pressure, a sub heading to the bench, and we've got a timeout called by the Boylan Titans. So they'll take their second timeout of the game. They've got 3 left. There's 9 minutes left in this one.
If I'm Coach Westland right now, I'm drawing up a play for us to get a basket here with the 7-point lead that Hononegah currently has. A minute and 5 seconds left in the third. So I can just imagine him drawing up a play for them to capitalize and score on this zone.
Well, just before halftime, there was a 8-point lead for Boylan on the other side. So really in the last 7-8 minutes of basketball, we've had a 15-point swing. And, you know, that just kind of shows you how dangerous Hononegah is. Even if they didn't have a great start to the game, you know, anytime they're ready to go on a big run like this, their defense, their pressure has really been a big factor in making sure that, you know, they're going to be competitive in this game. Even when their offense waned a little bit, their defense is just able to pick things up.
Here we go, 1 minute left.
Apologies for the technical difficulties. Still just a moment before everything gets set.
Boylan inbounds the ball. Hononegah's really pressuring them here on defense. 3-point field goal, no good. Rebound, Hononegah. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. We are getting that fixed for you. Hononegah has the ball, passing it around. 35 seconds in the third. Hononegah calls for one shot. They will take one shot here with 28 seconds left. Boylan pressuring the ball with 18. Ten seconds here. Hononegah with the ball. Foul called on Boylan's number 32, Lily Esparza. 37-30, Hononegah with 3 seconds. Lily Esparza with the deflection going into the fourth quarter. Hononegah leads 37-30 going into the fourth. This segment of tonight's game sponsored by Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Screw City CrossFit. Boylan's down 7 points going into the fourth quarter. Boylan's ball coming out of the third. We have Zach back here with us.
Thanks for sticking with us. At least we only missed the end of the third quarter timeout, so we'll have the good stuff for you here. 37-30, Indians leading the Titans as we begin this fourth quarter.
Fouls on number 14, senior Cameron Abney.
She's played well tonight. hasn't scored a lot of points, but she's been the point on their defense, causing a lot of disruption for the Titans. Esparza gets it inside through traffic. She's fouled. Maybe got bailed out a little bit there. That was a forced shot.
Foul on Abney.
Esparza heads to the free throw line again. Misses the first. She's in double digits. She's got 10 points, but Tamir, she's left quite a few at the free throw line, missing 4 or 5 free throws already tonight.
She needed at least one of those with the 37-30 lead for Hononegah with 7 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game.
Carter wide open underneath the basket. She lays it in, uncontested.
Timeout Boylan.
And that's just a mistake that cannot happen, right? You're down 7 already. Time is dwindling away, and you leave one of their best players out or wide open underneath the net. Carter sprinting to the locker room real quick. Hopefully she'll be back soon. Boylan over here. If you're the head coach, what are you telling your squad to inspire them to come to or to overcome this 9-point deficit?
Well, I'd say as a coach, you have to dig deep here. You need to focus on what we're doing, whether you're in the game or on the bench, right? The guys on or should I say the girls on the bench need to cheer their teammates on. Being down 9, not at home, you're away for a chance to win a pretty big game.
Yeah, this isn't the spot you want to find yourself in, trailing in the fourth quarter. But
Hononegah just keeps switching up their defense here. This is about the 3rd time they've done it.
Yeah,
here in a 1-2-2 full court press.
Yeah, definitely extending the zone. And Boylan breaks it. Esparza's got it. Back up to Petalber at the top. Boylan doesn't need to rush, but they need to make sure that they're taking advantage of their possession.
Gets it for 2, brings it to 32-39.
And Esparza stopping the drive there. That one's missed by Niefelt.
It's a big turnover if they can capitalize. Carter returning back to the bench, coming from the locker room.
Petalber looking for an open teammate. She finds Harder. Harder to Schmidt. Harder to the corner. Takes a long 2. No good. Hononegah goes the other way. And if you're Hononegah right here, you've got to take a lot of time, unless you find yourself with a wide open layup. But what you can't have is a quick turnover. And it looks like we're going to get a jump ball. Hononegah is going to maintain possession. But we'll see how that plays going into the end of this one. Boylan would get the next jump ball, which is a strong possibility going into the late stages of a tight game. Franz receives the inbound pass. And here's a three-pointer that's missed short. The offensive rebound also no good. Esparza with the rebound. Hononegah still in their pressure defense. Just trying to speed up the Titans. Marinero in the corner to Petalber. She finds Schmidt. Esparza not quite in position to receive a post feed. Now she's working on Carter. The drive from Harder's no good. And another jump ball. So it's right back to Boylan. They'll have a chance underneath the basket to pick up some points. And I think this is where Boylan should really be successful, using the size of Esparza and the shooting ability of Harder. That one's no good. They got the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall. Good jump pass inside to Carter. This one for 3 is no good. Long rebound is pulled in by the Indians, and we've got a timeout called by Jason Brunke.
You know, like we talked about, Boylan has to do a good job at defending that three-point line. Way too many open threes here for Hononegah. You know, you get 1 or 2, that might just be a ball game with Hononegah's tough defense here in this fourth quarter. So the lead 39-32.
5 fouls on the Indians, just 2 on the Titans. So maybe they need to get a little bit more physical in that defense. When you're playing in zone defense, of course, you know, less likely to draw a foul out on the perimeter. But The Titans have to do something to shake things up. 2 timeouts left for the Titans. 4 of 5 left for the Indians. So no rush for Hononegah. They've got all the time in the world to, make sure that they're in the right stuff. And if there's any sort of, mix up with communication or anything like that, they're able to burn a few timeouts. No shot clock, of course, in IHSA basketball, which is changing in the near future. But for the moment, a big advantage for Hononegah. But it doesn't look like they're going to pull the ball out. They're going to keep attacking the basket. That one out of bounds. We're going to have a new Titan checking in. Mary Rose, the junior forward, taking out Marinero, the sophomore. Inbound to Carter. She misses the mid-range jumper long. This pass to Harder's pulled in. Good catch through traffic. Petalber finds Harder again. Clock ticking near 5 minutes as Schmidt takes a mid-range jumper, the senior guard.
It's a big jumper there, cutting the lead down to 5 for Hononegah.
Now you're just a couple stops away from tying this thing up. Got to play solid defense, and Hononegah nearly throws that one out of bounds, but they throw it away. And now Boylan has a chance to pull within 1 possession. Harder double teamed in the corner. Schmidt for 3. She's no good. Kind of an aggressive shot there. I thought that she had a lane to the basket, but she wanted the big one. Here's Carter at the top. Hands it off to Franz. Left-handed runners, no good.
Rebound, Lily Esparza.
Hononegah still extending pressure.
Esparza averages 9.8 rebounds per game.
This one rebounded, and there's going to be a foul. That one's on Rose. The 3rd foul for the Titans, so they'll take it out of bounds. Tamir, right here, there's just over 4 minutes left, which is plenty of basketball. But at what point, if you're the Boylan coach, do you have your team get up in some pressure?
Well, I'd say just under 3 minutes with how this game is going. So we'll see what they do here with this 2-3 zone.
Carter through some contact, throws up a shot. It's no good, and we've got a foul. Boylan fans aren't too happy with that one. I thought they had an argument. Both players had a hand on that one, but maybe the Boylan player had a wrist rather than the basketball. Inbound play. And here's a 3 from the top of the key. That one is good. Cameron Abney extends the lead.
Soft close out there up top for Boylan.
Abney's now got 7 points on the night. That one's out of bounds. Maggie Schmidt trying to make the pass from under the basket, hit the back of the backboard, and a turnover. They're facing an 8-point deficit with just over 3 here to play. Schmidt defending. Now Hononegah a little bit more conservative with the ball. They're passing it around, and the Titans, like you said, just under 3 minutes. Here we are. It's time to get up in them and play some defense. Carter with the ball. Now to Johnston. Petalber defending, but no pressure. Schmidt takes over. Carter dribbles in, finds an open teammate under the basket. Good pass to Franz. She's fouled going up. Petalber with the body, it looked like. That's the 5th foul on the Titans. But since it was under the basket, on the shot, she'll take some free throws. Franz nails that one.
So you asked me earlier, you know, if I was a Boylan coach, would we apply some pressure? And I think right now is the time, being down 9 and potentially 10 with this made free throw.
Franz misses that one off the right. Esparza gets the rebound. Her outlet pass is tipped. And another deflection from Hononegah. Now Schmidt has it. Gets it ahead to the corner for 3. No good. A battle for the rebound, but Hononegah does come away with it. Now here comes the pressure from Petalber. 2 minutes left. Carter dribbles in, and they're going to call her for a travel, which is good for the Titans because that would have extended the lead to double digits with just over 2 minutes here left in the game. Mary Rose checking in for Gianna DiGiovanni. Harder inbounds to Petalber. Boylan needs a couple of shots to go their way. Schmidt has it. Skip pass, now to Rose.
They've got attack.
They do, and Schmidt misses the free throw line jumper. We've got a foul on the rebound.
That may be her 4th on Carter.
Boylan will inbound underneath the basket.
Oh, it's only her 2nd.
Harder for 3. That one's good.
Now they're up in full court. Here we go. 6-point lead for the Indians.
90 seconds remaining in the game. Boylan up in defensive pressure. Santos with the ball. Hononegah moving it around. Santos gets it again. Schmidt defending. It's almost time to foul. Great back cut there. That one is missed. Esparza pulls in the rebound. She's out dribbling. Picks up her dribble, finds Petalber. 65 seconds left in the game. Now to Harder. Petalber inside to Schmidt. Takes the pull-up jumper. That one's no good. Rebound. Esparza with the steal, and that one's going to be a jump ball. I thought the referee was going to call a foul there, but that's going to be a jump. Hononegah possession, and it looks like, all right, the referee communicating to the scorer's table that it was a jump ball and not a foul. So 50 seconds left. Santos dribbles ahead. Now she's going to be fouled. A battle for the basketball there. Santos and Schmidt. Boylan fans want to call there, but there were 3 hands in the pocket of Santos. You're not going to get that jump ball call.
That's a hard call for him to make from behind as the player's back was turned from him.
Santos inbounds the ball.
Immediate foul with 45 seconds left to go. This sends Hononegah onto the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Now, we don't have the numbers in front of us here tonight, but Hononegah has been pretty good from the free throw line. On the other side for Boylan, they've missed at least 6 free throws, and that's been a really big difference in this ball game, especially with how often they went to the line tonight. The first of the 1-and-1 is made. That's Cameron Abney. She's got 8 points now. Working on her 9th. It is good. So that extends the Indian lead to 8 with 43 seconds left in the game. Petalber finds Harder. She pulls up from 3. That one's no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds. 34 seconds remain. Santos will take the inbound from the corner. A box set. They get the ball in. Petalber playing defense, trying to work the steal. And they get the turnover. Here comes Esparza. She makes it with a little contact, no foul call. And we've got a stoppage. Looks like we've got a timeout for Boylan. So a 6-point game, 19 seconds left to go. Huge turnover there. And Tamir, 19 seconds isn't a lot of time on a basketball court, right? A 6-point deficit. Hononegah with possession. What's the Boylan game plan here to pull one out?
Immediate foul. That's about all they can do here. Face guarding their opponent. No catch. Defense, Hononegah's probably going to look to get the ball down the court pretty fast.
So just one timeout left for the Titans. They've fouled 7 times, so they are in a great position, right? The next 2 fouls will be 1-1. You hope for the miss on the front half, a quick basket, probably of the 3-point variety. And then they would have the opportunity to try to steal an inbound.
So this game for Hononegah is to clinch the NIC-10 championship. So we should see some celebration here at the end if they can pull this one off with 19 seconds to go, up 6 points here at home, which has to be special for them. I think this is their 3rd year in a row, 2nd or 3rd year in a row, first in the NIC-10.
And a great crowd on hand tonight from both teams, as you'd expect. We do have the immediate foul. That's Maggie Schmidt. A couple ticks ran off there, 17.5 seconds remain.
If I was the coach, I'd say 1.5 too many seconds. You have to foul right away with just under 20 seconds left in the game with being down 6.
So, like you mentioned, a 6-point lead. This free throw could extend it, and it does, to 3 scores. And perhaps stranger things have happened, but it's almost an insurmountable lead here at this juncture in the game. Both free throws are good.
She gets that to 8 points. They're going to push the ball down the court.
Petalber is going to shoot, and she's fouled. So the only thing you can't do here is Hononegah is stop the clock while Boylan has possession of the basketball, and that's just what they did. But Petalber will go to the line for 3 free throws to try to pull within 5. This also will give Boylan the chance to, as Petalber makes the first free throw, it'll give Boylan a chance to bring a substitute to the scorers table, give them a chance to set up their press defense if she's able to make the 3rd free throw. Petalber sets up and misses the 2nd. So she'll have 1 more. Steps back up to the line, takes a deep breath. This one is good, but no sub to the table, so they're ready for defense here. That one tipped by Carter. It's going to be a turnover. Esparza finds Petalber. 8 seconds left. They got to get a shot off. Here's Schmidt for 3. No good. Esparza tries to grab the rebound, and she loses it, but Boylan will retain possession. 2.3 seconds left, and there'll be one final heave from the corner for Harder. That one's no good. And so we've got a final score, 47-41. Hononegah takes this game, clinches the NIC-10 Girls Basketball Championship in 2023. A tremendous season, still undefeated with 1 regular season game left to go. And Tamir, what do you think the key was for their victory tonight?
Well, I think just playing consistent basketball. I think I saw spurts of messiness, but Hononegah stayed consistent through the game. Playing their game of basketball. Boylan just fell short, and you can see down here to the center court, they are presenting the NIC-10 championship to the Hononegah Indians, Lady Indians, should I say. Congratulations, Hononegah.
Yeah, just a great game from them tonight. On the other side, I felt like Boylan really had a very strong first half. We saw them carry the lead, and they looked like the more physically dominant team. I don't know if they just ran out of gas or, if they changed their game plan. Maybe Hononegah just, started making a few more shots. But really, an impressive game from both teams. A pleasure to watch both of them. Two well-coached programs, and we look forward to the playoffs. Good luck to both squads. And Tamir, any final thoughts before we hit the road?
No, I think, I just say as a guest commentator on this amazing broadcast, I'd say thank you to the viewers. Thank you, Zach, for bringing me in. And I had an amazing time, and I'd love to be back.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much to all our viewers at home joining us on this chilly Friday night from Hononegah Community High School. I'm Zach Larson for Tamir Bell. Larry Larson as the producer. We had a ton of fun bringing you basketball tonight here on Clutch Sports Media. Have a great evening.